Hosea. Okay, but he's bringing us back. So that's him adopting us back through Yahweh Shai. Okay, go on.
And the glory,
which is the kingdom. Kingdom of heaven is the kingdom of Israel. Okay, go on now.
And the covenants.
The covenant which we read in Hebrews 8 belongeth to Israel.
And the giving of the law.
Who was given the law? Israel. All this is about Israel, man. Okay, you heathens don't have a place in that because the Lord never gave it to you, man. Still now he's not giving it to you. Okay, go on now.
And the service of God and the promises.
Jacob is the Lord's servant. Not these other nations. These other nations never served the Lord. At any point. Okay, Jacob is the Lord's servant because he picked Israel to be his people. It's as simple as that, man. Go on.
And the promises.
Promises, like I was saying earlier, because the Most High promised it to our forefathers, it goes down to us. Okay, and the Lord can't go against his own promise, man. He can't go against his own word. Once he says something, that's it forever. Okay?
It says, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all, the Most High blessed forever. Amen.
So he said, whose are the fathers? Is Jacob everybody's father? Or is he the father of the 12 tribes? Okay, because there's a lot of references in the scripture speaking about our fathers. You know, our fathers. The God of our fathers. Okay? Jacob is not everybody's father, man. Okay? At the end of the day, that is exclusively to the 12 tribes of Israel, who the Lord is coming to save. Okay, because right now Israel is all broken up and scattered, man. Okay, we don't all dwell together. Even when the Lord came upon the scene, man, there was only majority, only 3 tribes there. You know, no Judah, Benjamin, Levi. The other tribes weren't even there in their majorities, man. Okay, they were on the other side of the earth. So the Lord come to bring what's that word? Unity between the whole of Israel.
Yeah, because you said unity, right? Because the Lord even said, I have other sheep, not of this fold, and he went over there to the Americas, man. And they called him Quetzalcoatl, that's how you call it.
Quetzalcoatl.
The flying serpent. That was different names, the different native tribes and Latino tribes called him. You know, and that was the Lord going over there to the Americas to visit the Northern Kingdom, man, because he knew that it was over there. Because that was prophecy going back into the book of Ezra.
But are they not Gentiles? They weren't practicing. I mean, they kept some customs, man, but they weren't keeping the scriptures 100% like they're meant to be. They're off in their own thing, man, doing all kinds of madness and wickedness.
They knew there was Israel.
You know, but they had their own thing going on, man.
That's wickedness going on.
I'm sorry, to make a point. That is crazy. You know, when you read the scriptures, it says they actually said to themselves, "Look, man, we're gonna go to another land to keep the law." Now, Jake went there by themselves, their own communities, keeping the law, and still discontinued from heritage.
That's correct.
The curses, man.
Because you understand, but a lot of them come from like Assyria, the captivity of Assyria, they kept them gods with them, man. So when they went to other lands, some man secretly practicing that stuff until, you know, like always, corrupts the rest of Israel.
23. Well, that just shows to show you, and no matter where Israel scattered at, you can't escape the curses, man.
That's right.
But they said they wanted to go to another land, which the word there is Asarif, which means another land, to dwell there and keep the laws. But they still got caught up with the curses, and Esau came over there and conquered them first. Esau conquered them first before he conquered the southern tribe, man. The southern kingdom, man. So that just goes to show, man, Israel can't escape the curses.
And also, it proves, you know, these guys in IUIC keep the law, bro.
Oh, man, come on.
You had Jake, who traveled thousands of miles to establish their own community and keep the laws, and he still went away.
Still went off, man.
Esau wasn't even there yet.
Esau wasn't even there yet, bro. He was by himself, and they still went off.
You know, so, you know, like I said, we were set up to fall, man. Basically, man, the creature was made subject unto vanity, not willingly. Okay, but it was just set up in the spirit to be like that, so Yahweh Shai can get the glory, man. You know, so we can do things right in the kingdom. You know. Anything else there?
It says Romans 9 and 6. It says, not as though the word of God have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel.
Okay, so like we teach, man, the Lord has an elect. Okay, only the elect really are the Israel, which speaks of Israel, God. Israel is chosen. They're chosen of Israel. Okay, the rest of Israel, they're going to be destroyed because they're not going to accept this truth, man. So they might be Israelites, yeah, in the flesh, but spiritually they're not. Okay, which means they can't receive the salvation on this side, man. Okay, they're going to have to be destroyed first, because we know 2/3 of people are going to be destroyed. Okay, so we know the Lord ain't reaching out to everybody, just like we're not reaching out to everybody to be saved, man. We preach this word in hope that we get hold of the elect, because all the elect are going to receive the truth, man, and do what the Lord bidded them. The rest of the people are going to hear it, maybe hear it, go away and forget it, and not do. There's a lot of not doers in Israel, man. You know? So yeah, not all Israel are Israel, man. But this is what I mean, like, when we go out here, the Gentiles that we're speaking to are like foreigners, man. Because they don't know who they are. You know, the guy made that what's that dude, man? Flopbox. That white dude that did that video. Everyone's been doing videos on. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I can't
Flopbox channel, whatever his channel is, man.
Flopbox, yeah.
You know, like he made a stupid statement which, you know, just immediately cut him, right? He was talking about Lord ain't dealing with one specific nation, because he spoke about nations speaking with come out of different nations, different tongues and that. Well, even just on that notion, man, if you believe, you're saying that we're so-called black people, do all black people speak the same? Or do we all speak different languages?
Acts 2.
Well, that's a good
Acts 2,
example.
Revelations 5 and 9. Come on, man.
But I'm speaking of even now. If you're saying that we're saying that only black people can be saved, and that can't be true because there's all these different tongues that people are speaking. Well, I'm sure there's black people in France. I'm pretty sure there's black people in Spain. I'm pretty sure there's black people in Portugal, everywhere. Everywhere, black people everywhere, Russia, everywhere. They're going to be speaking different nations, different tongues. It doesn't mean that they're separate nations. It just means they've got different tongues. The guy's too simple, man. Very, very simple.
It's very simple, because when you break down the word Hellenin or Gentile, in the Greek, the word is Hellenin, it meant Greek-speaking Jews.
And Esau trying to fuck up things, man, by leading people astray, man. Because you know what they say? Oh, in a wide sense, you know, especially not Jews and shit like that, man. Esau trying to deceive the people, man.
It doesn't mean that they're not Jews, man. It said Greek-speaking Jews. Even Esau scholars know that. And then a brother quoted Acts 2. He had Jakes coming from all walks of life, all them different countries, but they were Israelites, man, and they knew that they were Israelites.
That's right.
This is Acts chapter 2 and 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Okay, so all these were the same nationality, but they came from other lands, other nations they came out of, man. Okay, it's the same thing today. Jacob's been scattered. If you read the scriptures, you know that's true. Okay? We don't go under those identities as being Israelites, because that's not been officialized here. Okay, we go by all these different bywords and proverbs, man. But we all belong to the nation of Israel, but come from all different lands, man, speaking all different languages. That's why people in this truth, man, we don't all speak English, man. Other brothers speak Spanish, Tree, you know what I mean? Could be anything they speak, man, depending on what land they come out of. Okay, you don't mean them not Israelites. Go on, man.
Is that in one now?
Well, no, there's more down there.
Okay.
From the lands they came out of.
Yeah. Verse 6. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue?
Right, so being Galileans, being in the spirit Hebrew. Okay, whereas these other Jews came out of different lands speaking different languages, man. Hebrew wasn't their first language, let's say. Okay, because they've been living off for generations in another land. Okay, having sex with heathen women and producing offspring that look completely different to the typical Jew in Jerusalem. Okay, so it's not about what we look like. It just depends on where you descend from, man. Okay, because like I said, many generations go by and things change, man. But one thing that can't change is the lineage, man. You descend from your father, he's an Israelite, and that's what you are, man. That can't change. Go on.
And how hear we every man in our own tongue? wherein we were born,
Yep.
Parthians and Medes and Elamites, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia, in Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, in Egypt and in the parts of Libya, about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians. We do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of Yahweh. And they were all amazed and were in doubt, saying one to another, what meaneth this? Others mocking said, these men are full of new wine. But Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice
Scoffers.
and said unto them, ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words, for these are not drunken, as ye suppose, seeing it is but the 3rd hour of the day. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel.
That's enough out. The point is that, you know, they came out of all these different nations speaking different languages, and yet they were able to understand them because the Spirit was on them to speak, and they understood. But that's another thing, is why it's important, because people say, oh yeah, why are you teaching in Hebrew? Why haven't we got the Hebrew book here preaching in Hebrew? Well, because no one understands it. Only the brothers will understand, you know, certain things that are being said, but we can't teach the massive people that don't know Hebrew. What's the point of that?
The common lingua franca
It's English.
It's English around the whole world, man. You want to get into aerodynamics and all that shit, fly an airplane, you got to know English, man. Otherwise, you're qualified. So that's the common denominator across the board right now. So that's why.
Wake up for that religion. Jesus is love.
They got Jesus in time, even. Anyway, man, Satan jumping up in the air, man. Probably got a dildo on his fucking arse crack, man. Fucking devil. But as I was saying, for that devil interrupted, yeah, man. Israel scattered, man. That's the you know, and the majority of the people speak English, right? So we gotta break it down to them in English, man. Because if you speak, well, it tells you that in 1 Corinthians 14. If you come out, if you come out speaking another language, you gotta have an interpreter, man. If you can't interpret what that brother's breaking down in a different language, you gotta keep your mouth shut, man. You can't say it. You can't say it because no one's gonna be able to understand it. So this thing is more still spiritual and deeper than people believe. You know? And they don't know the pieces to the puzzle. They don't know that this book is precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. They don't understand that, man. That's why they can't get it.
You know, these scholars, they want to score for everything they can possibly think of, man.
Yeah.
People think of new scores every day.
Yeah.
You know, but none of them understand the scriptures, man. None of them got no answers, man. None of them are doing the work. Okay, they just got a lot of things to say, a lot of opinions that they want to spout out, man. Okay, they're fucking verbal diarrhea shit, man. Okay, but then there's law ain't dealing with them, man. So they should just shut the fuck up, man. Okay? Because you got no answers, you don't know the scriptures, man. Okay, come in your own vain opinions, man. You got something up?
1 Timothy 6 and 4. He's proud, knowing nothing but doth about questions and strifes of words, wherewith cometh envy, strife, and railings of evil surprises.
Yeah, so I can read that again, up.
He is proud, knowing nothing but doeth about questions and strifes of words.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. Yeah. Man are proud of, these men are proud of here. And everyone thinks what they say is right. Everyone thinks their own opinion is right. But they ain't done no research, no nothing. Okay, they think and think wrong. Because the Lord ain't deal with them, man. They've been given over to folly, man. And they've been set up to be adversaries, man, against us. Yeah. Satan.
Enemies of the cross of Yahweh.
That's right. Okay? Well, no, they're going to meet their end.
Seem a threat unto a man.
Yeah,
Seem a threat unto a man.
That's right, that's right. That's right.
The end is death.
That's it. They're going to meet their end.
Verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself.
Yeah, man. Everyone's on that game, man.
That's predominantly our people, man. Majority of our people are in that whole mindset, making it, you know, they're thinking that godliness is good, you know, it's plain godliness, you know, what the brother just read. That's what they think, man, but it's just, the Lord ain't operating like that. And the scriptures don't operate like that, man. This is the schoolmaster. This is the tool of life and death, man, right here, man. How you're supposed to live and how you're supposed to avoid death. You know, sin of the flesh and all of that, man. But our people, you know, because of the so-called white man, that, you know, that plantation Christianity has got them bewildered, man. You know, majority of our people. Then you got so-called leaders in Israel that are under that same spell as well, man, teaching madness for filthy lucre's sake, because God is their own belly, man. Their God is their own belly.
Say, when you're in the truth, man, you're not looking to gain stuff, man. Not here, not in this world, man. Okay, you're expected to lose things.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're thinking that you're gonna come here and establish yourself, and you know, think you're gonna get some great glory and all this kind of stuff in this thing, man, this ain't for you, man. You know, our glory is gonna come through Yahweh Shai when He gets the glory. Okay, but you gotta do your work first, man. You can't be accepting the words early and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you can't.
Can't do that. You know, that's not in the scriptures. But this ain't about reward right now, man. We're not here to receive no rewards here.
No.
Okay? Our reward comes when the Lord comes. For diligently and patiently waiting for Him and doing what He's bidding, man. Okay, you can't just skip all that and just say, oh yeah, fuck it. You know, I'm gonna do this because I want to do this, and I want to be this guy, and I want to build this and do that. No, man. We're His servants, man. We're here to prove ourselves to the Lord. Okay, which means the way you get proved is through tribulations, man. Which means L's. Tribulations means L's, man. Okay, there ain't no winning here. Okay, there ain't no winning on this side of things, man. The win comes at the end. We ain't there yet, man. We missed it, but we're not at the end yet. We got work to do, man.
According to His work shall be.
This is Romans chapter 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. If so, be that we suffer with Him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon...
We're glorified together, man.
Yeah, when you get delivered in them
together,
ships.
when we're done, when we finish that course.
When you get beamed up in them ships,
Yeah.
meet the Lord in the air, that's when you're going to be glorified together with the Lord.
And when the Lord placed that crown upon your head, man.
Oh yeah.
You know?
After that,
Before then, there is no glory for us yet. Just like, you know, Yahweh Shai hasn't received His glory as of this moment. Because He's not returned to take the earth yet. He's awaiting. We're waiting too. Okay? Some people want to jump the gun. I want to establish themselves here, man. Okay? This is not our rest, man. There should be no establishing going on. The only thing we're establishing is His word. Okay? That's the foundation. That's the building we're building right now, is the word. The church, the elect. That is the only thing we're building here, man. We're not building ourselves. We're not, you know, trying to get the biggest house I can get. You know, trying to steal times of people and shit. You know, trying to, you know, because there's a whole bunch of shit's going on amongst our people, man.
Trying to seek fame.
Yeah.
You know, Jake can't wait. You know, they want that fame now. The word fame is to be hungry, man. So, you know, Jake want that fame. They can't wait for the Lord to come back. And have patience, man, to means to suffer. They don't want to wait for that. They want the fast life now. Yeah. That's why you got most of the majority of our people, they're quick to sell out, man. Within a blink of an eye, they take that fasting bargain and they sell out, man. Sell their soul to the devil.
Yeah, just look at Comfy, man.
All these toys, man.
Comfy's a good example, man. Man got that flashy lifestyle, man. Man has a comforter, man. You know, he wanted to establish himself.
Then he got exposed, man.
Yeah, you know, but that's what happens when you try to establish yourself, man, and not establish the word.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not here to glorify ourselves. We're not here to run amok and like, superstar Israelites, man. Because right now, that's not what we are. In the kingdom, different story, man. We're gonna be superstars on the earth. Yahweh Shai bring that brightest star. But right now, we're the meek. We're the lowly. We're the ones going through trials and tribulations to prove ourselves worthy for the salvation, man. Okay, you can't have pride in that. You're taking L's, man. How can you be proud? But if you're not taking L's and all you seem to be getting is gaining, then there might be something wrong.
Oh, that's a spirit, because L's does not stop until Yahweh.
No, the L's don't stop, man.
Never stops until Yahweh comes back.
Until that big W comes from the sky and wipes all the L's out, man. You know, you gotta catch L's until we get it.
And that was the spirit, because I was thinking about that this week.
It's true, man.
L's never stop. Never ever stop.
You get, you know, mercy.
Yeah, you get mercy.
You get
sometimes.
mercy. You get, Lord lays off you a bit.
Yeah, but you're still going to catch hell.
But there's no wins out here, really, man.
Straight gate.
In this world, there's no wins to gain.
Scripture says straight gate. That straight gate means a position of difficulty. So you're always going to be in a position of difficulty, even when you don't want to be. You know, which is part of the purging.
Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
So if you're winning, what tribulation are you going through, man?